All right, the next project that I got going on today is I'm getting tired of my hammers being all over this post ollie rack that I just built. And every time I set the hammers down, I'll be hammering and doing whatever, and they fall off the bench and whatever. So I'm just making some deals to hang them right here so they're out of the way. And what I did is I took a piece of what is this, like 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch or 5/8, whatever it is, square tubing. Welded it here, took a piece of exhaust tubing and welded it on the table. And let's see if I could do this on camera one-handed. And all I do is I run this edge so it comes up to there, so I know that it's even. And then just grab this and bend it around. And it might be a little overbent, but it doesn't matter. And then what I'm gonna do is I'll come up here and I'll cut it here and here. Excuse me. I've already made a couple of these. And then after I'm done, I might take this exhaust tubing off and put a smaller piece of tubing on here, because I have some small hammers too. And I think they'll fall out of these loops. So the small hammers that I want on that post ollie table, I'll go ahead and make some smaller loops, but let me get back to you. All right, that's what we're doing. We're making some hooks for the hammers right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'll grab my 1/4 inch rod that I have here and bend it around. You want to kind of bend it over what it needs to be bent. That way you can, when it releases, it comes back to where you want it to be. And then I'll cut this off right here. Simple little U-brackets. And then what I'll do is I'll get the welder set up, and I'll get these ends cleaned up and get the table ground down so it's ready to weld. And when I get ready to weld that, I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So the main reason I'm doing this video is to show that, like a lot of guys keep asking me about my welding table and why is it all scarred up and scraped up and whatever. You could take your ground and put it right here, and I can go over there and weld a piece. And I know a lot of the welders know that, but a lot of other people that don't weld don't know that. If you're trying to learn, that's a good way to learn. But you hook the ground here, you can walk over there and weld something that you're doing. But this jig that I just welded to the table, all I did was take some scraps and welded it to the table. And now I'm gonna take and cut these welds off, grind the table smooth, and you didn't even know it was there. Other than seeing a bunch of little scraped up spots. The other thing I made is I'm gonna make this guy here, and this will be for the table that I'm doing right now, and then that'll be a spot for the grinder to sit on. So you just hang the grinder in there. And I got all these cut and ready to go, so I'll get the welder set up and see what happens. So I took this cutting disc, cut those pieces off, threw them over there in my scrap metal pile, and then I took and cleaned up the table with a sanding disc. And this is, that's a 40 grit, 4.5 inch flapper sander. And it's nice and smooth. Now you can run your hand on the table. You don't get don't cut your hand or nothing. A couple little BBs I gotta hit right here, but I'll clean that up a little bit. So I was gonna film the rest of this, welding this stuff on, but I just dropped and broke my tripod. Broke this piece off. Oh well. Anyways, when you I'll have to go grab my other tripod. When you weld these on, you can they're still hot, so you can still knock them around whichever way you want to go, up or down or whatever. And then the hammer's sitting there nice. And then on the grinder, this is what I was talking about. You can just throw your grinder right there and you have a spot for it on the bench. And you know, of course, the cord will be wrapped up on the grinder. You can make a couple of these bigger, smaller, whatever size you want. So, but anyways, it was a fun project. I'm gonna finish it up, go fix my tripod. Thanks for watching. All right, well, I'm finished with that project. You can see I set it up so that the grinder can sit here now. And then the hammers are all set up nice. And then that way I can roll it around the shop. These aren't gonna go anywhere. Thanks a lot for watching.